Hey, what's up everybody? This is Rastapop 5.1 or running Android 5.1. Now this is a build from March 13th and I want to make a quick note that there is a slight bug with this particular build and it's very easy to fix. Now I will include the zip file that is flashable through TWRP or your custom recovery or the Nexus root toolkit, and this will basically fix the problem. So what is the problem? It is basically that the headset speaker will not work when you are calling or receiving a call. You will have to use the speakerphone in order to actually hear sound, but it's a very simple fix. Just simply flash the file that I include in the description and that will resolve the issue. Anything beyond the March 13th build or within the next update will be fixed as the developer is aware, and that fix will be resolved. So yeah, this is basically Rastapop. It's going to give you a very simple, minimal experience. And if you are somebody who likes a stock experience, this is probably going to be the ROM for you, as it's basically just going to bake in and incorporate or integrate some of the features that were left out with the stock experience. And one of those features is the clear all recents. So you're going to see up here at the very top, it is included with Rastapop. You cannot move this, you cannot change it. It is simply where it is, and that is going to be the only place that you can put it. You do have a Rastapop menu. This is going to be located all the way at the bottom of your settings. There is nothing else put in any other settings box or menu. But yeah, once you get in here, you will have your status bar, your navigation bar, your volume rockers, and your system settings. In the status bar, you will have your basic brightness control. You can slide left to right to adjust your screen brightness. You will have your battery percentage that you can place inside the icon or next to the icon, or you can disable it completely if you don't want to see it. You also have a power menu and expanded status bar. This is a pretty cool little feature, and you can set this up 3 different ways. You can disable it, you can put it on a screen off short press, power menu long press, or you can put it on a power menu short press, screen off long press. To show you that real quickly, basically it's just going to give you the power menu button up here instead. So if I short press that, it will bring up my power off, my advanced reboot, which is included with this particular ROM, and you can turn this off if you don't want this feature, but I think it's something that is definitely needed. So if I long press, it will put the display to sleep or the device. And if I double tap, which is enabled, double tap to wake, it will reinitiate the display. So that is great to have all of those little features improved. You can obviously change this up based on your preference. Pretty nice little feature in the status bar section. In the navigation bar, you are going to have the option to choose whether or not you want to adjust the size values. You can go anywhere from the default 48 all the way to a minimal of 20. Now, I do want to make a note that the Rastapop ROM does handle this a little differently than other ROMs in general. Other ROMs will not only make the actual bar change in size or dimensions, but it will also change the actual icon sizes. In Rastapop, it doesn't really necessarily do that in the way that other ROMs do. It mostly downsizes the bar instead. It doesn't really downsize the icons too much. So you're going to see it cuts off the bar and it relatively keeps that icon about the same size. And I kind of like that when you are anywhere by 32 and up. If you go anything smaller, it kind of looks a little interesting. But yeah, you can disable this if you want to use LMT or PI controls. So that's a nice little option included. That's pretty much it for the navigation bar. The volume rockers, you will be able to wake the device with those or use music seeking. And you can adjust the volume key sounds if you want to turn those off. That's that annoying beep sound when you're adjusting your volumes or the levels of the volumes. So that's pretty much that. And then in system settings, you have your advanced reboot. You can turn this on or off if you want to. And you can long press the back button and kill a foreground app if you want to choose that feature. So that's pretty much it. That's Rastapop 5.1. There's not a whole lot going on, but it's a very clean, a very mean, and a very stable and very performance-driven on battery life. I mean, I've been running this all day, and I'm still at about 41% battery life, and I'm having an issue getting to the battery. I mean, I've been using this thing all day, no issues whatsoever. Like I said, I'm at 41% battery life on whatever kernel it uses. I think it's just a stock-based modified. And I'm at 4 hours and 48 minutes of screen on time. And right now I'm using about 50% brightness. I've kind of been fluctuating between 40 to 50 all day. So that gives you a rough idea. And this is basically only the second charge cycle, I think, since I flashed this yesterday or a couple days ago. But yeah, I've been pretty impressed with the performance. I did have some wake lock issues with the latest bank gaps with this particular ROM. So I did have to flash the latest play services in order to resolve that. but that does in fact fix it, and that should be okay. So if you flash the zip file in the description, it should fix the speaker issue if you have indeed the March 13th build of Rastapop. If you need to flash the latest play services, you can go find that. I'll put it in the description below as well if you guys have any wake lock issues. Otherwise, this ROM is super clean, super solid, and great battery performance as I showed you right there. Anyway, guys, that pretty much wraps up Rastapop 5.1. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, hit that like button like a boss, and as always, I'll catch you guys in the next video.